Hey everyone, I wanted to give you some tips, 5 tips that I think would be really helpful when it comes to staying connected through this pandemic. We are spending a lot of time together, but we're not necessarily getting that same level of quality. And potentially, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that a lot of us probably weren't not doing it before either. So here's a chance for us to start to build some connection. And these are 5 really easy things that you can implement right away. And the first one to me is the most important in order for the others to get done. So the first one is having a weekly logistical meeting. And so that's where you're going to talk about the logistics. Our life is one big logistical conversation, and that is so boring. Like, there's no joy, there's no play, there's no fun in that, because it's all about, like, what do we got to do? It's all about adulting, which it can be cool, but come on now, So let's have a meeting where we put all of that stuff in one space. Clearly, life's going to happen, things are going to come at us, but if we could do our best to put all of the logistics in one space and talk then, we're going to free up a ton of time. So get it on your calendar, find a day, plan it, mark it, set an alarm, and then do it. And then do it again the next week. Like, you're gonna have to do it so that it becomes a habit. I get nothing but great feedback from people who do those because they just feel like, oh God, I didn't realize how much more time we had to spend together. So now we've got space for the other 4 tips. And so the first one is, we talked about love maps yesterday, so create space for that. Invite the other person, invite your partner onto the couch, into the bedroom, outside, and just start asking questions. You can get a card deck. They're from the Gottman Institute. You can write your own questions down. You can ask me, Beth, give me some questions. I'm happy to do that. And like I said, you only really need to ask 1 or 2, and that will take a lot of time if done correctly, if done with those follow-ups. And within that is kind of, so 2 and 3 are kind of together. Like, let's start having some dreaming conversations, right? Like, I don't know about you, but I am dreaming about all the things I want to do when we can get out of here. And so maybe, like for me, my husband and I have never taken a long trip alone together. I know, it's terrible. And that's all I can think about. So we're going to start working on that. We are going to figure out a way to make that happen. And that just getting something to look forward to and be excited about and planning and working for is something that as a team we can do together. So, and as we're talking about our dreams, because some of that is like, where have I always wanted to go, and what do we want to do? Like, we're again building love maps. So those 2 go so nicely together. And I also, I think we're on 3 or 4. I don't remember. But anyway, then the next one is to plan a date night. And I want you to get fun with it. Like, I want you to take turns doing so. So even if it's just once a week. And get creative. Like, you can, it doesn't have to be super fancy. I don't have a ton of fancy food right now. So if it is, rice and ramen, but I got some candles and I got some Sade, hello, right? Like, that's gonna be fun. Put on one of your favorite movies. Can you recreate a date night? Is one of you like to play cards? So do what you can with what you have. And I promise you probably have a lot of fun stuff. I mean, like, if a husband pulled out like a wedding album and your vows and wanted to talk about that, like, be still my heart. So get creative, have fun, take turns, and surprise each other. That will just add to the excitement. And then I guess that was 4, because the last one is really, really important, and important for a lot of reasons, which is appreciation and gratitude and grace. Like, we need to be giving each other that right now a lot. We need to be giving it to ourselves, and we really need to be giving it to our partner. We are all doing things that we're not used to in ways that we're not used to, and so we all deserve appreciation. We all deserve some grace when we have a moment of like, what is going on, or frustration, or snapping out. we need to give each other that, and we need to show a lot of gratitude for each other. It is when we are in gratitude and showing appreciation, our brain can't get to the fight or flight as often. So spending as much time in gratitude and with appreciation only builds more of that positive reserve and positive like sentiment between you and your partner. And it's amazing when you see it, you know, when we share high five moments at family meetings, like the joy that it brings our children is amazing. And we feel it too. I love to feel appreciated for the extra efforts and the changes that I've made over these last like 7 weeks. And I know my husband feels it too when I say, man, I know this is hard and you're working hard and you're stressed, and I really appreciate you always coming in and stepping in for me when I need to take a break. Those go a long way. So give those 5 things a try and see how you feel. Not just like how the relationship feels, how do you feel? Because a lot of this is about, you know, if I'm feeling just in a better space myself, I'm going to be able to show up better for my marriage or for my relationship. So if you have any questions about any of that, shoot me a message. Let me know how it goes. Good luck, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.